company where are having a low debt to equity ratio, low, basically less than one. But have you think that high debt to equity ratio, basically not too much high, it's basically two three two or two, basically two or 2.5. That can be also good if we check the ICRs. Okay, in one of my short video, you will see that what is the debt to equity ratio. But in this video, we are going to understand, not only you did not want to see just a debt to equity ratio. With the debt to equity ratio, you have to analyze the ICRs also. ICRs is interest coverage ratio. Is company is able to cover that interest, and company will have some cash of company will should have a cash with them to after serving a interest cost, right? For example, in my dummy example, you can see that I have made a two example. Company A and company B both have a debt and equity at a same. For example, company debt was 15,000 and equity was 7,000. Same for company B also. So basically, debt to equity ratio come to 2.1. Okay, it's a high debt to equity ratio, right? But with the debt to equity ratio, you have to analyze the ICR, interest coverage ratio. For a year, you can see the company A has a EBIT. EBIT as a earning before interest and tax. So we did not have subtracted interest here, because we are still with the we are still have to pay the interest, right? So I have not taken the EBT or EBITDA. I have taken the EBIT only, because we have to checking the if company can serve what amount company can have after serving the finance cost. For example, EBIT was a 2,000 rupees and a finance cost was a 1,500 rupees, right? And here EBIT was a 6,000 rupees and finance cost a 1,500, which was a 10% of the debt, right? So ICRs come for a 1.3. ICRs is you can see the formula here, EBIT upon finance cost. So if you just analyze, if you just see the ICR was 1.3 year and the ICR was 4. So it shows that the company A have a low ICR, means the company most of the profit or most of the cash are served as a equity only. Company did not have sufficient money for the remaining expenses there. So a good company should have ICR more than a 4. For example, in this company have ICR of 4 for the company will have 6,000 of it. If we subtract that 6,000, the company will still have with 4,500 rupees. So a ICR should be higher if a debt to equity is higher. So if you want to serve a debt, then you should have a high ICR. So basically, when next time you analyze your company, don't just check the debt to equity. Okay, with debt to equity, you also check the ICR. Thank you.